The narcissist can literally cause you to be sick. Yes, you can start having health issues due to that toxic relationship. I'm Coach Hadassah, metaphysician, minister, emotional health and wellness coach, helping you to navigate this healing space from narcissistic abuse. So, this is what I have often found when I'm dealing with my clients: autoimmune diseases, in particular, MS, that's multiple sclerosis, and fibromyalgia. Also, cancers, in particular, breast cancer or reproductive cancer. And when I say reproductive cancer, I mean that's anything, whether it's prostate, uterine, cervical, cancers of the reproductive system. Heart issues, okay? Heart issues, stroke. When you think about stroke, you think about the stress. Because here's the thing: stress lowers the immune system, and your immune system is what fights off all of the free radicals and all of these things that are coming up against our bodies every single day. The thing is, the relationship with the narcissist is causing you to be stressed, right? You're stressed out. So now your immune system is lowered. And then whatever it is that can take hold, all right, it starts to take hold in your body. So this is the reason why you need to start making an exit plan to exit this relationship. And I do know this is another thing too that I find often, and it happened even with myself, right? Finances. A lot of people will say, well, why don't you just leave? Why don't you just go? Why don't you just get out? Why don't you just, or well, you want to stay there if you're doing this, this, that, and the other. They don't even realize that they are re traumatizing you by saying things like this. Okay. I mean, it's insensitive, it's not well thought out at all. Because think about that. The same people that are saying these things to you, how are they helping? Are they helping you with a solution in order for you to get out of that relationship? Especially if you have children, with the narcissist. Are they helping you to get out? I know people who were in narcissistically abusive relationships and they didn't have children and they were still there. Make it make sense, right? Like a person without children and no ties or whatever to the narcissist that they're with, they could more easily get out. Why are they still there? Right? So you have to look at that as like this is psychological. It's psychological, it's emotional even. And with the emotional part of it, I mean, you can get to the point where you bring all of that emotional energy back into yourself. You can even raise your emotions because, of course, the narcissist is operating on the lower frequency emotional scale. So you can definitely raise your emotional frequency, but it's still a psychological bond, a psychological tie or link. All right. And you just can't get out like that way until you start to undo the psychological behaviors, not of the narcissist, but your own. All right. This is part of your health, right? Your mental and emotional health is part of that psychological health. And psychologically, that starts to weigh down on your body that will cause those, debilitating conditions in your health. All right. So just think about that. If you've been with the narcissist and you've been dealing with them for quite some time, are you experiencing health issues? Right? What are they? Sometimes, and I also have some clients that they had health issues before getting into that relationship, but then once they were in that relationship, it just made their health issues even worse. And one thing is for sure, you being sick, baby, when I tell you your sickness will trigger that narcissist, because they didn't come for that. Although they are the issue, but they didn't come for that to be sick. They didn't come to help to, when you get sick, they're there to help you, or even like take you to doctor's appointments, or just be with you doing it. They see your sickness, illness, disease, debilitating condition as cramping their style, and they don't want no parts of it. They would rather you just be dead, to be honest, um instead of being sick, although they are most likely the culprit. All right, so again, things that you can do. First of all, and I don't want to give this like cliche of, oh, well, practice mindfulness and pray and meditate, but for real, you do have to do it. You do have to start to pray. Pray just means talking. You are having a conversation with the creator, the most high, all right, about what you feel, about what you're going through. It's almost like talking to if you've not seeing, talking to a therapist, it's like going to a therapy, right? Just think about it like that. But the most high could do something about it, because the most high know what's going on. Okay. So you do have to get to the point where you are praying to get it out. Another thing, meditation. Meditation and prayer goes hand in hand, because meditation means that now you are quiet. You are still, because you want to get to the point where you have a sound mind. A sound mind means a mind that you can hear the Spirit speak to you, or the Holy Spirit speak to you on the moves that you need to make, the things that you need to do, because it's going to be a process. So you definitely want to start the habit of prayer and meditation. Okay. And don't self sabotage yourself. What do I mean by that? Don't pray and meditate at a time where you know that narcissist is going to be bothering you. All right. You want to make sure that nobody is bothering you during that time. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a set time like, oh, okay, at 10 o'clock, I'm going to pray and meditate. You do that at a time where it's just you alone. All right. But 10 minutes of just stillness a day, at least 10 minutes, will help to start to alleviate that stress. And I can't advocate more for fasting. Man, I fasting is key. Do and if you're not used to fasting, do a start out with like 24 hours of a liquid fast. 24 hours, water, detox tea, vegetable broth, and if you must eat something, watermelon. Just 24 hours. Okay, just 24 hours, and then you can build yourself up to 48 hours, 72 hours, but fast. At least start initially like once a month, because not only is that doing something for you physically with it's helping with discipline. You're going to start getting clear and have clarity, so that you can start to have your exit strategy in place, because you don't need to be sick because of the narcissist.